Hello, my name is Gregory Pierce, and I'm making this video for my NOS 130 class, and today we're going to be going over file and folder permissions. Permissions in Windows allows you to pick and choose which folders and files that you share with other people on your network. Also, you can set up a home group in Windows 7 to allow you to pick and choose who you share your files and folders with and what they can do with them, whether they can just read the files and folders or whether they can modify them and execute them and things like that. Under the Organize tab, you can hide important files and folders or unhide them if you need. This is very important. After buying a computer, your system files are going to be hidden. If for some reason you need to look at these system files, then you have to go in there and unhide them. But most of the time you won't have to mess with these. That's why they're hidden, so that your average user can't accidentally erase or modify these files and screw up their operating system. Permissions is a very good tool that you will need to use and check from time to time, and especially if you're on a network, whether at home or at work. And we'll go over a brief demonstration showing you how to change your permissions and how to set permissions up. Here's some of the permission settings that you can do. In the read permission, it allows a user to view the contents of a file or folder. The write permission allows the user to view and write to the contents of a file or folder. Basically, you can set up whether that person can read your document that you've written, and you can also set it up where they can add to your document if you need them to. The read and execute setting allows the user to read and execute the file's contents, such as if there's a program inside of a folder, they can use the read and execute option to allow them to read them and execute the files and folders without actually modifying anything. And full control basically allows any user to have full control over the file and folder and allow them to do anything they would like to it, such as deleting or copying or moving the folder to a new location. This is your basic permission screen in Windows 7, and these are some of the settings that I just went over with you real briefly. Here's the full control, the modified, read and execute, list folder contents, and read. Most of the time, if you automatically click on some of these, like the read and execute, it will automatically check in the check boxes that go along with that read and execute option, such as the read button. So you just hit this one box here and it'll automatically check in these other two boxes. Now we're going to get to the demonstration so I can go over these things with you. We're going to start off by left clicking on the start menu button here. Now left click on the computer button, and we're going to use, let's go into the new volume E for this demonstration. You will right click on new volume E, left click on properties, and you get this menu button here. Now left click in the security, and this is your permission screen. Here you will see a list of all the groups and usernames that are in your network. Currently all I have is me, and I am the administrator, so I'm the only one that has access to anything. If you would like to add, you can click on edit here, and you can add people's names by left clicking on add, and then you just type in the person's name that's on your network that you would like to have access to your files and folders. I don't currently have anyone, so I can't show you anything here. But say for instance, you can type in a person's name, and you can left click on check names here, and if that person's in your group, it will show up that person. If not, it will tell you, hey, we can't find this person. Now let's just click on cancel on both of these screens. Now as a user, Greg PC user, you see here I have the access to read and execute files and folders, or list folder contents, or read the folders. We want to give myself full control, so we'll left click on this full control option here, and it automatically checks in all of the other boxes that you see. Now we'll left click on apply, and now my user has full control over all of these files and folders. Click OK, and we'll go back in there just to show you. See, full control has been added to my user's Greg name. if you click on advanced here, then again, whenever I say click, I'm generally talking about a left click. If it's something that I want you to right click on, I will actually say right click. And you see here we have details of permission entry. Left click on users. I click here to change my permissions, and this is just your special permissions and such. Left click on there, and you click on add. You can add a new person, edit the person, and we're going to click on edit. And you see, actually, since I gave myself full control, all of these check boxes are clicked. And this just has more options than just your basic read and write. You see here I have power to create files and write data, pin data. Basically just extends the permission settings, write attributes, extended attributes, delete subfolders and files. So you can set up who can read your file, not only who can read your file, but who can come in there and who can write to your file, who can add to your file, who can delete your file, who can delete subfolders that's in the file, and things such as that. So that's a useful tool you might want to check out when setting up your home group or network. And that's your basic permission setup in Windows 7, and Vista and XP are pretty close to the same. They haven't really changed a whole lot, although XP has less functions and less settings than what your Windows 7 has, because they've added to it. But they're pretty much the basic setup and the same way to get to them. They're all still underneath the security tab. Now let's see, let's left click on OK. Another thing you want to know about files and folders is, like when you buy the new computer and your system files are hidden, if for instance you might want to check them out for some reason, you will left click on organize, come down to folder and search options, and left click on that. Now click on view, and you see right here hidden files and folders. I've got it right now to show me hidden files and folders because I know I'm not going to mess up any of the system files or mess with them at all. So an average user that don't really know much about it, they may want to keep this box here clicked for don't show hidden files and folders. That way the system files will be hidden and they won't screw nothing up and mess up their computer. Another thing you may want to check, you see here you can hide your empty drives that's in the computer. You can hide the extensions in the known file type. I've got mine hidden currently. Let's unclick that just to show you what that does. Now click apply. OK. Let's go back into that eVolume. As you see here, the extensions .txt, .zip, all the file extensions have been added. .wave, .sfk, camp project. You see all the system files have been, their attributes or their extensions have been added to it. It makes stuff a little more jumbled, and I don't really care to see the extensions. If it's something I want to see, I can always click on it and click properties. So we're going to take that option off that we just added, and we're going to hide those extensions again. Again, you just left click in that box and you can hide your extensions. Click apply and OK, and you see the extensions on most of them are now gone and no longer being shown. You see the .txt has been taken off. That's your basic file and folder options and your basic permissions. Now I'll show you real quickly how to set up a home group, and I already have one set up, but you can left click on your start button, and this only works for Windows 7 currently. Left click on computer. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to go to control panel. Left click on control panel. Now left click on network and internet. You see here, choose home group or sharing. You will left click on that. And you got a troubleshooter for the home group, all kinds of sharing settings for your home group, and you set up basically who can see what and who can do what on your network with your different files and folders. Right here is the main sharing menu that you can click on either of these check boxes to click what you want to share with your home group. Currently I'm sharing everything with my home group. If you weren't already set up on a home group, I'll show you what that looks like. Again, click to leave my home group. And now if you were to come back in here, you see here, create a home group. You'll left click on that, and here it gives you the chance to set up what you want to share with your home group. We'll share everything. Click on next, and it gives you this password. Now you want to write this password down, and that way all your computers that are set up on your network in your home or business, you will need to go into that computer, type in this address to get that computer to sign on to your home group. Just click finish and your home group is set up. And then again, home group allows all the computers and devices in your home that are running Windows 7 to basically link together and share their files and folders with one another. So it's a very useful tool if you don't want to have to copy and paste and do things like that between your computers. It's just a way of sharing your files and folders with all your other devices in your home. So I thank you for watching my video. I hope you've learned a little bit of something about permissions in Windows 7 and home groups and file and folder options. Again, I thank you for your time. Thank you.